stressing me a lot, because it's a simple instruction I give you guys to watch the videos. And when you watch the videos, every explanation you need is in those videos. Watch it, don't just rush and watch it because you just want to take the trade. Watch it, then watch it again the second time to get deeper understanding. In fact, it should be like a guide to you, like you keep on watching them. You will get a lot of clarity, because the truth is, many of you have been taught nonsense in this trading field. Many of you have been taught rubbish by different tutors who teach a lot of misconceptions. And if you watch the videos I taught, I debunked a lot of those wrong things. That's why you see many people liquidating their accounts. People are losing money. And then they will now teach you that before you can succeed in trading, you have to liquidate your account. All those things are rubbish. They are baseless, honestly speaking. If you know what you're doing and you pay attention to what I'm saying, there's no point that you should ever get to a point where you even ever liquidate your account. You'll definitely just be making profit like every other person who is making profit. Now, let me explain this risk management thing to you guys again practically, using mask as a case study. For example, we got in on let me check, where is mask trade again? So this is mask, and max says long max at the CMP, and let's say using a stop loss of 3.596 with a TP range of $4 to $5. Now you come here, and then let's assume that this is a $500 account. Let's assume this is a $500 account, or and you're risking 5%. That means 5% of $500 is $25. What you want to risk on this trade is $25. So you come here, you now click on the TPSL area. How you can calculate your risks is by the stop loss. The risk for everybody is going to be different. So we use the stop loss of 3.596. Now I'm to risk $25. So when you look at the quantity here, quantity of 100, if I enter in CMP and this thing hits my stop loss, I will lose $12.8. But I want to risk $25. So instead of using this, I'm going to add, let's say, extra 95 to it, and then come here. It's showing $25.9. So let's say it's approximately $25. And if this trade goes against and hits my stop loss, I have lost $25. I've lost $25. Now that is 5%. You click on confirm, and then I enter the trade. So let's say I'm targeting $5 on this trade. That means if this trade gets to $5, I would make 5 times the amount of money, which is seeing $248. You see here, expected profit, expected loss. This is where you'll be able to know how much loss you are risking on a trade. This zone, it will show you expected loss, expected profit. So if this thing hits expected profit, when you see me type arrow 1 to 5, sometimes you're risking 1% to get times 3 of it if it hits the final CP, or times 4 of it, or times 5 of it. That is a good trade. Or times 2 of it, that is a good trade. So let's say, what if it hits $4? If it hits $4, I'm going to make double times 2, which is $53. As you can see here, expected profit, and I click on confirm. Now if this trade goes against me, what will happen? I will lose $25, and that is just going to be 5% of my account size. If I lose 5%, that's fine, because the next one is going to give me maybe double of that money, or give me just my capital back, or even triple of that money. So you're using, let's say, $100 account. Somebody who's using a $100 account, it's the same stop loss everybody is using. And there's sometimes I teach about adjusting your stop loss to be a bit lesser or a higher or so. So in case, because most times the charts are not picture perfect. So because they are not picture perfect, I could be trying to draw it, and maybe my hand shifted it to be a bit lesser by a few points or so. It helps you to do that, to be able to, so you won't miss out on trades whereby some triggered by 2 points difference, or 3 points difference, or 4 points difference. So you always know when to add and when to deduct based on our entries and our stop loss. But now let's go back to what I'm teaching you. So let's say somebody who has a $100 account, 5% of a $100 account is $5. So what the person want to do is that you want your expected loss here to be $5. So this means that the person's trade quantity is going to be reduced. So let me use the trade quantity to 75%, for example, and then let's check it again. Now you can see now it's now $6 point something. Let me cut some more quantity again, by 25%, and let's check. Now it's almost $4.8. So let's say approximately it's almost $5 on this trade. Now, what's the difference between somebody who had a $100 account to enter a trade and another person who has $500 account? The difference is what? The position size, which is the quantity. Now, this means that leverage does not matter. What matters is when you're setting your stop loss, make sure that the expected loss is within the range of what you're risking for that trade, which shouldn't be more than, let's say, 5% or 10% or 3%, around the range or so. Sometimes I tell us to use 10% on certain trades, and we make money out of it. Sometimes, most time, majority of the times, I'm using a fixed 5%. Personally, I use 5% on all my trades. I don't risk more than 5%. So this varies. Once you understand this very well, it will be very easy to flow across various trades. So you will not, and also it's important that you're on cross, because if you're on isolated, sometimes the trade, you might not start having issues with, okay, how are you going to navigate? You see people make profits and then you're not making profit as well. This is the most important thing before other concepts and added together. So please, I hope you understand this. I just use Max today as a very case study for you to get it right and capture what I'm teaching on this particular aspect now when it comes to the risk management principle we are using.